Welcome to the Habitual Evaluation. Today we are talking about our new Kickstart program. It's more of something that I've come across talking to our other coaches about how we can help someone start off with taking on a new goal, like starting with personal training, and how that can be quite intimidating for most people, how that can be hard for some people in terms of why they even got started in the first place, and everything else around that as well. So, talking to other coaches, some of the main things that we come across is even my style of being a coach is trying to educate certain individuals where that's not the best way to go about it, and it's something where I've completely stopped and done a full 360 in terms of enough with giving out so much information and expecting people to do, or my clients to do things in their own time. It's not going to happen. So it took a while for me to sort of process this and sort of understand that there's another side of things that I'm not sort of seeing, especially when it comes to like someone following a diet. Most of us have probably tried all the different types of diets that are out there to help us. Some may have gotten new results, others not so much, but it's always a start and stop sort of cycle that we're on. We're going through a start of a new season. We're somehow getting out of one as well sometimes, and it's just this cycle of continuing on and then obviously giving up altogether and starting again. And it all comes down to what is the best way to not only just get someone the results that they're after, but if they were to go out on their own, as doing something like personal training, it's generally not forever, you would think. It is a form of luxury in terms of expenses and something that you can sort of take on board. But the benefits from that is what I'm going through today and what I've come up with anyway, calling a Kickstart program, which goes for 21 days. And it's quite intense, and it's just a reminder of if you were to start on our program, this is what you get from the very, very start. And it's all about reminding you why you started in the first place, what changes you do need to make, whether you want to make them or not, and basically just being told what to do. So with the very first one we are going through, that date is starting a diet. Again, coming from myself, like telling someone to go on MyFitnessPal, track all the food that they're taking in, and understand and learn the macros, the calories going in, calories going out, how many calories you're burning in a day. Most people are just like they're on automatic pilot already, and they're not going to change or make the adjustments anyway, unless you're coming from a background where you've got that built-in discipline from something else, especially if you're a high-performing individual, then yeah, you can take on new tasks, new skills quite easily. You've got that momentum of just growing all the time. Where if you're someone where you just don't want to walk into a gym, let's say, and you've got all these machines and equipment to use, you've got no idea, or you've just got no care in the world of knowing what to do or learning how to use anything. You just want to be told. So that's the realization that literally just came upon me, is that we just need to make everything going forward is telling people what to do. And for 21 days, that's basically what we're going to do. So it's very straightforward. Even if you're a coach or a personal trainer yourself, as again, speaking to my personal trainers, our coaches, this is something that just kept coming up, and it's very straightforward. And you can pretty much copy this with your clients. But in terms of our clients, what we're doing is basically finding why they started and reminding them each and every day, this is why you started, and then telling them what to do. Those two things there. So we're just going to reinforce that. Back to the diet. One thing we've taken on now, even for myself with my clients, is the clients just have to take the little step of taking a photo of the meals that they are taking and sending them off to their coach or to myself, which then I will track for them for a whole day to a week, let's say, and work out for them again what what their current macros and calories are, what they would need to do to make the adjustments for themselves, and do all that for them. So they're not going to go out on their own and track anything for themselves. Now, there are many ways around that as well when it comes to tracking your nutrition and diet. One of them is like following something where, speaking to one of my other clients that really helped me on this, was instead of just looking at calories and looking at macros and learning that, most people just aren't interested in knowing that. They just want, they want their meals planned for them. They want their meals delivered for them. They want their meals cooked for them. We've just got into that sort of stage with most people where it's just like they want no thought process put into any of that. So the easiest way about that is like having different food groups which can be selected from the three main macros: protein, carbs and fats, and selecting a few of those to go into your diet, and to make it a bit more fun and interesting that way as well. And that's pretty much it. That's something that we've sort of put together as well with this 21-day Kickstart program. Now, that's a diet and nutrition out of the way. So the next part of that, we're looking at, with Ask Life Performance, we do boxing and strength training with the workouts, the physical side, but then we've got lifestyle. Now, a lot of people talk a lot of shit about why do we even have lifestyle there, what it even means, like, is it just a lifestyle, like a lifestyle brand? We're in different outfits and, just sounds good. But it's not, really it's not. I'm very big, even myself, how I live my day-to-day life, where it's very structured. I've got a lot of discipline with myself. I don't like breaking my structure or my discipline, and it's something I know that works. It works for me, so that's why I do it. It's why we do it. Most people feel like having more discipline and more structure makes you lose time. The opposite is the case. So if you are more disciplined with your time throughout your day, you've actually got more time and more freedom to do whatever it is that you'd like to do. That's the reality of it. It's just, you got to give yourself time, and again, going back to this, you're going to be told what to do. Basically, you're going to be told what time to get up, what time your workouts are. So if you've got a mobile personal trainer coming out to your home, then you've been told, get up, get out of your bed and do that workout. You've got no choice. Regardless that you obviously are investing in a personal trainer, that's what you've got. That's what you have. So you've got someone coming to your house, like this morning, my very first client wasn't there at the time, the start time, and after 2 text messages, 1 phone call, no answer, straight to the doorbell. As soon as I touched that doorbell, you hear the dog barking. The husband actually came out, greeted me, and straight into the workout to get started. So that's what you're investing in. You're being told to do a workout, and you've got no excuses, no other reasons why that's not going to get done if you've got a mobile personal trainer. The other part of that is when you don't have a personal trainer. So most people don't want to see me 5 times a week, and it's a very common thing, and I just literally just laugh at them and say, look, you're not going to see a personal trainer 5 times a week, because the difference isn't in so much seeing the personal trainer, it's the time in between. If you see a personal trainer twice a week, let's say that's only 2 hours of the week, yes, you will see difference in most things, but the greatest difference that you would see is the time in between. Like, look at all those other hours outside of those 2 hours that you can make the small changes and you can stick to them that are sustainable for yourself. So that's what the lifestyle is all about. Boxing, strength, and lifestyle. Let's dive into lifestyle and start with the night routine. I've already made so many episodes on this, but the most basic one is the 3-2-1 rule that we use. And what that means is 3 hours before bed, no food going in. 2 hours before bed, no liquids, including water. So you're not getting up in the middle of the night to go to the toilet. And then 1 hour before bed, no devices or screen time, doom scrolling, any of that sort of stuff. Allow yourself to prime yourself in a way to get ready to have a good quality sleep. that's our way of doing the evening routine. Then you've got the morning. Obviously, we can just sit here and just say, get up earlier, get up and go and chase the sunrise and do a meditation, all that sort of stuff, have a cold plunge. That's all bullshit, unfortunately. What does work though is getting your main tasks done the earlier as you can during your day. If you are self-employed, so if you've got main work that you need to do, if you obviously have children, maybe it's dropping them off at school, those are the main things. Or if it's your workout, maybe get your workout done, get that out of the way and start off with the main tasks. It doesn't have to be the hardest task. Although doing your bed and having everything organized is a good start to the day as well. But the main one would have to be doing your main task, getting up in the morning and making sure you don't hit the snooze button. Hitting the snooze button is just telling your mind that you're saying no to your day and you're happy to say no for the rest of the day and make yourself in that sort of like fog state where you sort of asleep and awake. Your body and your mind sort of hasn't really worked out which one it's going to be. For me, like when I experienced this was I'll get up like super early and I'll do something that's really good for myself that got me ready, but then somehow I'll jump back in bed and have a few extra minutes of sleep. Then the rest of the day, like I'll literally be having that like sort of like, am I asleep or am I awake? So just it doesn't necessarily work in that way as well. Or if someone gets up really early, does like a workout, and then they're happy to just jump back in bed. If you're up, you're up. Stay up and get going and get doing what you need to do. Expose yourself to sunlight as early as you can, especially in winter. There's so much more benefits with that as well. And then also getting back to bed. Those are the small little things, adjustments that you can make for yourself for that too. So that's the lifestyle that we're working on. The evening routine, it's very important, something most people sort of have forgotten about to improve your sleep, your nighttime, and working on ways to adjust and get ready for the next day as well. And then obviously you got your morning routine, and hopefully you've got the day sort of structured with what you are currently doing, or I guess we're all different, what we have during the day. That there is what we are putting together. So it's a 21-day sort of kickstart program, and this is how we're sort of going about it. We would like to put out like something completely free for everyone that's listening to this that you can completely download and use for yourself. And obviously this is something that's all new, that's going to be given out to all of our new and existing clients as well. And this is what's really missing, I believe, for us, and starting off this year, putting this together would be a great step forward. I don't know or heard of any other personal trainers or fitness brands, dietitians doing something as intense as this, because really we're looking at journaling, we're looking at being told what to do, and some of that also includes our personal trainers, our coaches, contacting our clients each and every day to work out how they're going, how they're tracking with everything that they're doing for the very first start of starting with us, with our program. So that's basically it. That's what we are doing. And as always, if you found this valuable, if you're following this on YouTube, please subscribe or share this. If you're following this on any of the podcast channels, please leave a comment or share it. Do what you need to do, and we'll catch you in the next one.